Jeremiah 2. The word of the Lord came to me. Go and announce directly to Jerusalem that this is what the Lord says. I remember the loyalty of your youth, your love as a bride, and how you followed me in the wilderness, in a land not sown. Israel was holy to the Lord, the firstfruits of his harvest. All who ate it found themselves guilty. Disaster came on them. This is the Lord's declaration. Hear the word of the Lord, because house of Jacob and all families of the house of Israel. This is what the Lord says. What fault did your fathers find in me that they went so far from me, followed worthless idols and became worthless themselves? They stopped asking, where is the Lord who brought us from the land of Egypt, who led us through the wilderness, through a land of deserts and ravines, through a land of drought and darkness, a land no one traveled through and where no one lived. I brought you to a fertile land to eat its fruit and bounty, but after you entered, you defiled my land. You made my inheritance detestable. The priests quit asking, where is the Lord? The experts in the law no longer knew me, and the rulers rebelled against me. The prophets prophesied by Baal and followed useless idols. Therefore, I will bring a case against you again. This is the Lord's declaration. I will bring a case against your children's children. Cross over to the coast of Cyprus and take a look. Send someone to Kedar and consider carefully. See if there has ever been anything like this. Has a nation ever exchanged its gods? But they were not gods. Yet my people have exchanged their glory for useless idols. Be appalled at this. Heavens be shocked and utterly desolated. This is the Lord's declaration. For my people have committed a double evil. They have abandoned me, the fountain of living water, and dug cistern. They have abandoned me, the fountain of living water, and dug cisterns for themselves, cracked cisterns that cannot hold water. Is Israel a slave? Was he born into slavery? Why else has he become prey? The young lions have roared at him. They have roared loudly. They have laid waste his land. His cities are in ruins without inhabitants. The men of Memphis and Taphanes have also broken your skull. Have you not brought this out yourself by abandoning the Lord your God while he was leading you along the way? Now, what will you gain by traveling along the way to Egypt to drink the water of the Nile? What will you gain by traveling along the way to Assyria to drink the water of the Euphrates? Your own evil will discipline you. Your own apostasies will reprimand you. Recognize how evil and bitter it is to abandon the Lord your God and to have no fear of me. This is the declaration of the Lord of armies. For long ago I broke your yoke. I tore off your chains. You insisted, I will not serve. On every high hill and under every green tree you lay down like a prostitute. I planted you a choice vine from the very best seed. How then could you turn into a degenerate foreign vine? Even if you wash with lye and use a great amount of bleach, the stain of your iniquity is still in front of me. This is the Lord's declaration. How can you protest? I am not defiled. I have not followed the Baals. Look at your behavior in the valley. Acknowledge what you have done. You are a swift young camel twisting and turning on her way, a wild donkey at home in the wilderness. She sniffs the wind in the heat of her desire. Who can control her passion? All who look for her will not become weary. They will find her in her mating season. Keep your feet from going bare and your throat from thirst. But you say, it's hopeless. I love strangers and I will continue to follow them. Like the shame of a thief when he is caught, so the house of Israel has been put to shame. They, their kings, their officials, their priests, and their prophets say to a tree, you are my father, and to a stone, you gave me birth. For they have turned their back on me and not their face. Yet in their time of disaster they beg, rise up and save us. But where are your gods you made for yourself? Let them rise up and save you in your time of disaster, if they can. For your gods are as numerous as your cities, Judah. Why do you bring a case against me? All of you have rebelled against me. This is the Lord's declaration. I have struck down your children in vain. They would not accept discipline. Your own sword has devoured your prophets like a ravaging lion. Evil generation, pay attention to the word of the Lord. Have I been a wilderness to Israel, or a land of dense darkness? Why do my people claim we will go where we want? We will no longer come to you. Can a young woman forget her jewelry, or a bride her wedding sash? Yet my people have forgotten me for countless days. How skillfully you pursue love. You also teach evil women your ways. Moreover, your skirts are stained with the blood of the innocent poor. You did not catch them breaking and entering. But in spite of all of these things, you claim, I am innocent. His anger is sure to turn away from me. But I will certainly judge you because you have said, I have not sinned. How unstable you are, constantly changing your ways. You will be put to shame by Egypt, just as you were put to shame by Assyria. Moreover, you will be led out from here with your hands on your head, since the Lord has rejected those you trust. You will not succeed, even